All right, Jay Hood. How's it going?
Man, going good, my boy. How you doing?
Oh, man, good, man. Just glad to have you back.
Man, glad to be back. Glad to be back, man. Talk about some interesting things, man. Definitely, shed a little bit of enlightenment, man. That's what we be doing.
Yeah, for sure, man. Well, I thought we'd just get right into it, man. The biggest news since our last interview, was the King Von headlines that was made last week, where it's alleged that he put a $100K bounty on FBG Duck, man. What did you think when everybody first got arrested for it about a year and a half ago?
Man, I'll be honest with you, Cam. In my state of mind then, I was just thinking pretty much like, how the name that kind of got attached to him, Sloppy Five. I thought it all was pretty much one. Obviously, we know I'm not a one who wants to glorify murder or anything like that. But when we just look at everything they did, in which after that, everything that transpired after, FBG Duck died. Look at everything they did. It was all sloppy. It was just all like them kind of throwing subliminals. So pretty much I was just confused. But when all of them got locked up, it kind of made more sense as to, like what I've been seeing, them doing in the music or, pretty much just on social media. But man, it was just pretty much like, cause I talk to who I talk to. And so I kind of already knew a little bit about it, not trying to say a lot without saying a lot, but I already knew, about the whole money on Duckhead. Like that's kind of a given, and not just him, but it was pretty much money on and I'm not saying I know exactly who is putting the money out there, but when you think about who we talking about, FBG Duck, like he was again like top. This is somebody who is on a top, you feel me, wanted list in terms of being into it with O-Block, being like arch enemies or whatever you want to call it. This is somebody who started the rapping, who known globally for dissing, having, just people pretty much buy into the whole war thing that was going on. You know how people picking sides from the internet. And so Duck played a heavy influence from that realm, just getting those who might, I feel like a lot of dudes that might claim gangster disciple, because that's what Duck them was. They were GDs, they was gangsters. And I feel like more people who were gangster, they leaned more closer to them because they felt like that's what they, was supposed to do. So I felt like he was able to, bring in that type of, fan base, those who are of gangster disciple, whoever ran with that gang or whatnot. But again, I'm just saying that to say that he was somebody in high in value as to what would hurt the other side. I feel like they love names like that people love, like, and not only just on their blocks, but worldwide. Like, you feel me? And that's kind of how it was in the beginning with like OD Dine, Sherrod, White. Like, these were people who had major time. Everybody on the block, they basically like hood famous. Everybody in the city know them. And that's pretty much where the names that people was trying to knock off. They was trying to knock off the tops of the top. So pretty much with that, it's kind of like, it makes sense when you think about it. It just makes sense that they would have money out once they start getting money, that they would put money out on somebody that would look at as that, top tier most wanted on your most wanted list from whatever, how that go. But yeah, crazy still how it all fell down with just like Los, man. I know them. I used to, be punching Lil Muwop, Lil Marcus, he running telling his mama, just so many stories I got with just them in its own individual, with each one of them individually. Is just like to see where we have gotten to. And this time is just, the blind following the blind, man, and look what happens. If the blind leads the blind, a ditch they shall go, bro. And, we really just got, I look at it as the ones who are older than us who's supposed to teach us the things that what not to do. But when you swallowed up in it yourself, you know, niggas kind of get jealous. They don't really want nobody to get a greater life than what they got. And if I'm here and I'm suffering, then I'm gonna bring you into the loop. And nigga, you ain't going. It's just like ugly and evil don't want anything else to prosper. And so we think that they love us, but whole time they bringing us into a fold where we won't never be able to receive the greater things in life, the family, the wife, all this thing. So, you know, I'm kind of bringing that all into the fold just to say that we only get to these points because I know the Muwab, I know Carlos, I know, you know, everyone that got locked up for this, I know them in their own individuality. And to see again where we are right now, man, it hurt. It hurt to see, you know, what happened to Duck as well. But, you know, that's the life that we living right now. That's the life that they living.
And the news broke a couple of weeks ago about, you know, King Von, you know, putting the money on Duck. And then it actually made the front news of the newspaper last Sunday. You know, and you mentioned that you kind of already heard something. So it, you know, I mean, on the internet too, man, you know, if you kind of paid attention to the drill movement, you kind of heard these rumors, you seen them, you know, but it was kind of, you know, confirming when you seen it, you actually seen the paperwork to it.
Yeah.
You know, and it was kind of like backed up by, I don't even want to say facts because it wasn't really, you know, this isn't.
Self-snitching, man. You know what it is, self-snitching. If it's coming out in it is the facts. You feel me? Because you only make music because most of it is music, or whether they talking on the internet, or whether, you know, just like how Muwap had the whole with the particular shoe he had, and on there was Duck with a camera flash. You feel me? And it's just like, and not only just the shoe, but when you take a picture and you go deeper into the symbolism and you pinpointing this out with some lyrics behind it, nobody is dumb. The only people is dumb is the ones that think that they gonna be able to do this and people ain't able to catch on. But, you know, they want you to catch on when you think about it. But people just think because it's not outright snitching that it can't go against, or work against you in a court of law. And they can, like, clearly it is. And many people, man, a lot of people got eyes to see. You feel me? And I ain't talking about the spiritual ones, but the physical ones where you just can see when people are mocking somebody death. It's like, it's kind of over easy to see that, you know, if that's pretty much what you was kind of alluding to.
What's up? This is Cam Capone. We got more content like this coming soon. So hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in to Cam Capone News.